Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be a discussion video, and I want to warn everybody right off the bat, this is major spoilers, so don't even look at the comments if you haven't seen The Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 4, Killer Within. Don't even look down, just go back, get out of here. For the rest of you, I assume you have seen. I'm going to call this video, Is Blank Really Dead, or Is Spoiler Really Dead? And of course, the person I'm referring to is... leave now or forever hold your spoilers. Lori, of course. Okay, so obviously after last week's episode, a lot of people are discussing, a lot of people are kind of, just my comment box just blew up with people talking about it one way or another. Now, here's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to analyze it, and at the end of the video, I want you guys to either thumb up or thumb down if you think she is going to die or dead. So in other words, zombie, zombified, or is dead. Thumb the video up. If you think she's going to survive, thumb the video down. So we can kind of see, like a poll, what you guys are thinking. And then, of course, we can discuss it in the comments. Feel free to do video responses to it if you like with your opinion. I'll auto-approve them. So here's my thinking about it. Okay, so I'm thinking that this was too early to kill Lori. Yeah, this was way too early to kill Lori, I think. Because, as we got to see with Shane, it was really cool to see those characters that were involved in Rick's life before the apocalypse happened survive for a longer time than they were in the comic books. And so that we could kind of, get more of that connection between them. It's good for character development. It's good for conversation and for things to happen with them. And it makes it feel really close. As it did with Shane and Rick, and how they kept him around a lot longer than they did in the comic books. In the comic books, Shane dies like right away, after a few pages. In the TV series, he was around for a long time, and I really like that. I like to see how he changed. We never really got to see how Lori changed much, We never really got to see her do much of anything except sleep with Shane, and then, go back with Rick, and then cause Shane to go crazy. I mean, she never really fully redeemed herself. Not really. I mean, maybe the one thing she did in like the last couple episodes was she gave Herschel mouth to mouth, and maybe that would have saved him. Maybe not. Who knows what would have happened? So I mean, she did that. Yeah, she did that. But she never really fully redeemed herself. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the actress Sarah probably hated playing Lori so much that she was probably like, kill me off this season. I don't want to play her anymore, because I remember in interviews and stuff, she was talking about in season 2 how much people hated her character. People like out in public and stuff that would see her would maybe say stuff to her, or do things, because they people hate the character. They hate Lori. So maybe the actress was like, I want out of this. I'm done with it. Whatever. Just kill me off as soon as possible. Could be. Now. So that's the reasoning for it. I mean, or maybe could be the reasoning for it. But what I'm saying too is that I think it was still too early. This is a season finale type thing right here. This is like a mid-season finale type thing. And maybe that's why they wanted to do it now, is because nobody really would have predicted it unless you somehow figured out, got the script, or heard rumors or whatever. Nobody really would have predicted it. I certainly didn't predict it. I know that most people, unless they heard about the rumor or the script, wouldn't have predicted it either, that it would have happened like that and gone down like that. So it's a weird time for it to happen, but it also, it's spontaneous. It just happens, boom, and you're just sitting there just in awe, like, is this really, is this really happening? It's crazy, because you wouldn't expect it to happen at that moment. You'd think either season premiere, season finale, and probably, like I was thinking, probably season 4 finale or season 5. Keep her around until then, give her some more things to do until then, let her redeem herself a bit, which we never really got to see. I did like the foreshadowing in the episode where, as Rick's running, he doesn't yell for Carl, he yells for Lori, or at least the most prominent one that I remember was him yelling for Lori, and then foreshadowing, and then later on, obviously, what happened with her. Now, the bulk of this video and the bulk of this discussion should be, what do you guys think happened with that? And why didn't they show it? And why didn't they make that moment very sentimental? Like they did with Carl a little bit. They showed the flashback of Carl and Rick in that shed talking to each other, but they did not show Carl actually, take that shot. Like warm up to it, hesitate for it, and boom, do it either from first person or third person view or whatever. And which you think they probably would do because it's such a huge moment. You know, slow it down, slow motion, make it happen. You think they'd shoot it that way, don't you? I mean, I think they probably would. So it's kind of similar to the Andrew situation where you hear something, but you don't absolutely see it, so you don't know for sure. I mean, everybody thought Andrew was dead, or at least most people, 95% of people did, because of the sound that was made, where you heard like biting or whatever, or you heard some kind of, you know, sounds and him screaming, that kind of stuff, but then he wasn't. So we didn't see that. This could be that same kind of thing where we didn't see it. Carol's also gone missing. Somebody brought up in the comments of the review for the video, for the episode, that maybe Carol has left and found Lori and, you know, maybe sewn her up or helped her out, this kind of stuff. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But it just seems so damn like she's a goner. Because, I mean, you think about it. She had the C-section done. You know, she was probably not healthy to begin with. You know, she always seemed underweight, anorexic. And, you know, she's running around. There's walkers everywhere. She's under incredible amounts of stress. And she's pregnant. And the door's not even locked. Like, the door, they were basically hiding. That door was not, that door could have been knocked open, and they could have been goners, all of them. So, you know, that kind of stress and everything like that seems like it probably would be enough to kill her just by itself. You know, without Carl even making the shot or whatever, the C-section probably would have killed her just to begin with, because obviously, you know, she's lying on like a cold cement floor. You know, there's no doctors around. Maggie doesn't know what the hell she's doing. You know, I mean, it just seems like it makes sense, right? So that's the one side of it. The other side of it is that we didn't actually get to see it. And she could either be a walker, and Carl could have missed a shot or just made a shot to, you know, actually not do it. Or maybe he thought he was doing it, but he purposefully, you know, missed, like didn't shoot right at her head or anything, like missed and shot into another spot or something, just to make it seem like he was doing it so that him and Maggie could leave. So that's another way to look at it. That could happen too. Or the last one is he could have actually pulled the trigger, because he did it against Shane. Did it against Shane, and there was the flashback of him and Rick. So that kind of halfway makes it seem like, you know, they're kind of looking at the moment. Maybe they didn't want to show him actually physically shoot her because it'd be too much. Maybe they cut it out because they felt like this is too much. People are going to lose their minds. We can't show it. You know, we can't actually show it. So that's another way too. So, man, heavily interesting discussion topic on whether or not she is a goner for sure. Could she come back after this? I mean, it's possible that they could go in and find her. Carl didn't shoot her, and maybe she's lying there and she's still breathing, or she's still alive or something, even though she's gone into shock or something. It's possible. I mean, it is. I think it could happen. But I got to lean towards I think she is dead. Because the odds are, I mean, the C-section by itself probably would have killed her because she's malnourished and under tons of stress, with the walkers being around outside and everything. And then, of course, the gunshot. So the odds, I'd say, probably are about 75% that she's dead. That's just my opinion. I mean, this is all speculation. This is all discussion, so we don't know anything for sure, because it does seem early, too, at the same time. But then again, the actress probably hated playing the role because everyone hated her. Kind of touching the way, if you look at the last episode, 2 episodes ago, where Rick puts his hand on her shoulder, you got to think that's going to mess him up for later for the show, because, I mean, he's going to be, like, feel terrible about himself that he forced her away right before she got it, man. And was that not like the saddest ending ever? That shit was so sad, man. Oh my God, I could barely do my review. I was so sad after. Anyway, holy cow, crazy week. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's discuss it. Feel free to do one of your own. Send us a video response. This is Trev saying peace, guys.